How? Today we are going to do autoscaling in Amazon Web Service using Terraform. So we need the file with the extension TF in order to configure the autoscaling in Amazon Web Service. But in order to do that, I need to have Ubuntu. So here in this folder, we are going to see the contents of the folder. And here we have the bars. Let's see, bars. Here we have the variable for the access key, and then here we have the instance that we are going to create in the AMIs, and then we have the key pair for the public and for the private, and the user name Ubuntu. Now we are going to see the file itself, right? With Bing, we are going to test TF. Right here is my program. I will explain this program from the very beginning. Here first we have the VPC. Yes, this is the block directions, and then we have the subnet with its block directions. Then we have the subnet. This is for the US East 1B, and this is for the US 1A. Then we have the internet gateway. Yes, this is another resource, internet gateway. Then we have the root table. Yes, then we have the root table association, just for the US East 1A, and then we have the root table association for the US 1B, US East 1B. Then after that, we have to create the security group, and then in here we allow the rules for HTTP inbound connections and the rules for SSH in order to connect. In this case, we are going to use this because we want to SSH communication. Now, after that, we have to do the launch configuration. And here in the launch configuration, I have to declare who is going to be the instance. This is a T2 micro, and here's the image from Amazon Linux. Yes, and then here I'm going to install an engine in order to create some servers. Now, after that, we are going to create the security groups. Here is the security groups for the ELB. This is the load balancer. Again, it's almost the same as the other, but this with another name. And that's it. That's basically about the security group for the load balancer. Now we have to create the load balancer. Here's the load balancer. Yes. And this parameter for the healthy check, for the healthy threshold and healthy threshold. And after that, now we are going to create the resource for the autoscaling group. Here I have to set up the minimum size, the desired capacity, and the maximum size. Yes. And here I'm gonna check for the ELB for the load balancer also. And I have to specify the VPC zones that I'm going to use, and then I have to create a policy for this autoscale. This is called a web policy app because it's for the outscaling. For the downscaling will be here, another policy that I'm going to explain later. But here in this policy, I'm gonna adjust to 1 every time. Here in the alarm, and this is for CPU utilization. We can use memory utilization, but in this case, I'm using CPU utilization. Then, if the if the CPU utilization goes below the threshold, which is 10, is going to adjust in or decrease one instance. If it goes above 60%, it's going to increase one instance right here. Yes. Remember, we are doing changing capacity. This is the type of the judgment of the CPU. And then, all right. Okay, now we are going to make sure everything's okay, and I'm going to write down. Okay, good. Now we are going to use Terraform initialization, then Terraform plan, and it's going to take a while. All right. In the meantime, I want to show you what I have here in my service EC2. What do I have? All the resources I have, so that you can see that there's nothing right now. So there's nothing. There's no any instance. There's no load balancer. And actually, we can check in the launch configuration that there's nothing also. There's nothing in the launch configuration, as well as the autoscaling group. There's nothing. All right. Let's go back to the Ubuntu. Yes, here we have already the plan. Now we are going to apply this. Everything is okay. 16 resources. This is going to be added, and in order to run, I have to type Terraform apply, and here it's going to take a while also. Now we have to enter a value, yes. Okay, type yes. Okay, as you can see, it's creating the load balancer. It has already created the launch configuration. Now it's doing the autoscaling group. This is working. All right, it's complete. Creation complete now. And let's check it out here. Let's check the EC2 and let's check the subnets. All right. Here we have 2 running instances. We have 4 security groups, load balancer, and 1 keeper. And let's go to see the instances. So here we have the instances. Now we have the scaling group, right? We have the launch configuration. We have the VPC. And we have the subnets. We have the route table. And we have the internet gateway. Now let's see this one here, this instance. This is the public IP. So what I have to do, I want to enter to the instance to stress it. So what I need to have is that IP here. So I type this SSH and the EC2 user and the IP address. This is the public in order to enter to that instance. All right, it says resource temporarily unavailable. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, it's because the CPU is on 0%, and we can see that here in the policy down. We have to remove one instance every time is less than 10%. So we have to use this public ID for the available instance. Let's go and check that one. This one here. Okay, this is the one. All right, there you go. Very good. It's gonna ask if we want yes or not. Very good. Now look, we are here in the instance now. We are going to install the stress command. To do that, use sudo yum install stress. So we want to install this one in order to, very good. I have to put yes. And there you go. Now we are going to stress the instance. To do that, we are going to use the stress CPU1 for 300 seconds. Right? Very good. Now we are stressing. Let's check it out here in the instance in the monitor. Right here. It's going to stress the CPU. Now let's see. Oh, very good. The CPU is stressed to 100%. Now we see the desired instances are 2. There is 1 instance. Refresh. Very good. Now it's scaling up. It's scaling up. Yes, there's another instance that is being created. So as we can see, it's running the instance. Now, this instance that is running, now we see here, okay, what we see here is that, oh, look, power off now, power off. The instance with this IP address is off. Let's see. And why is off? Why is off? Look, because let's go to the monitoring, because the CPU, yes, here we have the CPU. It was on for a while and then it went down. Just because remember, for how long? For 300 seconds. Yes. So we can do this times, and we can stress this many times. And what we want to do is to this one here, this instance, we want to let's say stop. Yes. Yes, it's a stop now, and we are going to see what's going to happen. So see what happened here. We stop an instance and it's terminated, and now the autoscaling automatically increase 1 instance. Yes. So here we did low autoscaling with this rule, with the policy rule, just to increase in 1 capacity when the threshold is greater than 60%, and we did that. But as soon as it turned off, the low capacity went down, and it detected that it went down less than 10%, so that's why it removed 1 instance. And also, yes, the minimum instance is 1. That's why you see always 1 instance in an on condition. Yes. So if we eliminate condition, we can have as a minimum of 1 instance. So it has to make another instance. It has to create like it did right here. All right. So this is all. My name is Alex Tapia. Have a good one. God bless you.